Hello and welcome to a very scuffed tutorial of a few glitches that anybody can use in like glitched randos, or if you're just curious about glitches in MM. So what we're gonna be doing first is that we're gonna be getting Hidden Owl. And there are two ways of getting Hidden Owl. Well, first, Hidden Owl is a glitch that permits us to basically warp anywhere on the map by just hitting that one statue. And that one statue is actually the same statue in this area in South Clocktown. It's not the same as this one. So what we want to do is we want to get past this loading zone and get over to the owl right there and hit it. So as I mentioned, there are two ways of doing it. The first way is to do a bomb hover. So in order to do a bomb hover, what you need to do is you need to get ISG, which stands for Infinite Sword Glitch. And you can get that by doing a crouch stab and then interrupting it by interacting with either a sign or an NPC. So we're gonna use this sign over here. Also, don't mind the game being Japanese. These glitches will work in English as well. Doesn't matter which version you have, at least for these glitches. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna stab, and on a certain frame, we're gonna press A. Well, that's the idea, but what we can do is that we can just stab and mash A. And if you see that weird line there, it means that you got Infinite Sword Glitch and your sword is infinitely swinging. And the reason we want to do that is that in this game, there is this property where if you are swinging your sword, you can never fall down. This specific ledge right here is kind of weird, and the swinging doesn't work on it, but if we pick any other surface, then we will not fall down. So let's take this for example. So as long as I'm swinging my sword, I will never fall down, ever. And with that glitch, with the Infinite Sword Glitch, the game will see that we are infinitely swinging our sword, so this will permit us to hover. But the thing about hovering is that it requires a certain amount of height before Link can actually stay in the air. So if we only have this amount of height, it brings us down. So what we need to do is to either start the hover from like a surface, so like right here. If we do this, this is enough for us to be stuck in the air, and we will not fall down unless we do like a backflip, a side hop, or lose ISG. But for the sake of this tutorial being for beginners, we're not gonna be doing the Hidden Owl from this starting point. We will be doing it right here because it is easier in my opinion. So to do this, unfortunately, you have to have both bombs and chus, or just chus. Even just chus works. So what you need to do is that you need to do two quick hovers, either by doing two chus in a row, like that. That will give us enough height to not fall down. And then you continue. And once you are up here, after using 10 chus, 10 hovers, you need one more hover. So either one more chu or a bomb. and then you want to side hop, and once we are past the stairs, that's a bad example. I kind of lost my angle there. I can do it, like, it's easier to do unbuffered. Well, right there I messed up one of my hovers, so I'm gonna have to do 2 here. So 1, 2. Okay, now we do a side hop, and then we press B, like past the stairs, and that will let us reach this point. And as you can see, this is not actually South Clocktown. This is an area in East Clocktown. And do not wander too off like I just did, because that will make you fall down. So what you want to do is you want to hit this owl, and you have to actually keep it on camera until it is fully opened. Otherwise it will not register, and you will have to do the hover again. And now we have the hidden owl. So yeah, that is the first way of getting it with the hovers. And one thing that I forgot to mention is that if you want to hover, all you need to do is you need to do a like, you hold out a bomb, wait for it to almost explode, and then shield it. So you shield it while hold your target, and then you do a backflip, and the explosion will make Link stop midair. And it's the same thing with chus. It's just that when you... I mean, it's the same principle with chus, but we do it differently. So we do a backflip first, and mid-air you want to take out the chu and shield. So you shield immediately after pressing the chu. If you look at my input viewer at the bottom, you can see it. So it's almost instantaneous. So yeah. So now for the second way of getting hidden owl, you want to have 3 items. You want to have the bow, a stick, and shield. And to do this, all you have to do is to take out your bow. So you gotta have the bow on your hand, in your hand, like this. And then, similar to ISG, you want to go close to an NPC or a sign. And then you have to crouch to cut your stick and immediately interrupt that action by reading the sign. So you press down in my case and immediately hit A. And if you do it right, then you will still have the bow in your hand after reading the sign. And now for the weird part that I can't really explain. I can't explain how the glitch works exactly, but I can showcase how to do it. So you want to take out your stick. Do not swing it, don't do anything, just come close to the fire, light it up, and as you can see, it kind of disappeared, but not really. It extended. So if you come over here, line yourself up almost with the hidden owl, and crouch, and you stab, and since the stick has extended, it will reach all the way to the owl, and it will hit it. And now we have hidden owl. Okay, so something that I forgot to explain is how you use hidden owl. So once you get Song of Soaring, what you want to do is that in my case right now, I only have one place that I visited, and that is Clocktown. So on the map screen, you put the cursor on Clocktown and you play Song of Soaring. And here, you don't want to move the cursor at all, because that will crash the game. But something funny happens if we warp here. So, since we only have one owl statue hidden, we should warp to Clock Town, but no. Putting the cursor on the Clock Town owl and the map screen actually takes us to Milk Road. And if we put it on Milk Road, it will take us to Snowhead. And you can actually look up all the different cursor positions and which owls they correspond to. I'm not gonna go through them all. But one more thing that you need to be careful about is that you do not want to hit any of the normal owl statues after, or like you only want to hit the hidden owl, because if we do that, if we hit this one for example, we will lose hidden owl and we will lose index warp, so don't do that. Again, we crouch, stick, and then A, and then now if we press the stick once, we will take it out, and then if we hold it, we get fire arrow. Why? I don't know. But anyway, unfortunately you can't really aim it like in first person. So the best that you can do is to just stand in front of the target that you want to shoot. You can also see up to it, like that guard for example, and then bam. Or if it is a little bit higher than you, you can line yourself up with it, for example that door, then turn back, and then without holding target first, you hold down the arrow, and then you hold target, and then you do a backflip and release it midair. You can also pause buffer it. Then there it is, a little bit higher. Yeah, that is called action swap. That gives you fire arrows. Okay, now for the next glitch, we want to dupe this fish over nuts, for example. This will work with nuts and sticks. The only thing that you need is that you need to have an amount of exactly 0 for this to work. I'm more familiar with having the item on left. So what we're gonna do is that first we wanna take out the fish, catch it, and we do this because we want to have the fish in Link's hands. And then you have to learn how to hold ESS. ESS is a certain position on the analog stick where Link starts shoveling in place without actually moving. So you gotta kind of practice it by yourself. And then after you start like doing it like this, you want to start learning how to hold it while holding target so that Link shuffles indefinitely in place. And then what you want to do is that you want to press the bottle button and immediately follow it by the C button where you have your nuts or sticks, whichever you want to do things on. So I'm gonna hit down and then left immediately. And if you hear that sound, then that means that you successfully duped the bottle over nuts. And now for a glitch that works similarly, but instead of duping stuff, we are gonna use other items that, like a bow, hookshot, or the sword. And if you do the exact same steps, so you catch fish in the bottle or bugs, both work, and or a fairy, as long as you have the bottle in your hand, and you start shuffling in place, and then you press the bottle and immediately follow up by like bow, for example, in this case, Link will play that as an ocarina. And that is called ocarina items. For the next glitch, this is called item swap. And we're basically gonna be duping this fish. For example, a fish. You can dupe whatever you want. What you need for this is you need an item on this slot. You can actually do it with light arrows, for example, but that would delete the light arrows, so we don't want to do that. You can also do it with ocarina, but that's also gonna delete the ocarina, so we don't do that. So you want an item over the slot. And all you need to do is that you need to hover with a cursor over the item that you want to dupe. It can be basically anything, but the most useful thing to dupe is a bottle, because it can have like Zora eggs, or it can have red potion so that you can give it to multiple NPCs or whatever. So you put the cursor there, you press R to go to this screen, and then when you are going back with Z to this screen, you want to, at a certain frame, you want to hold up and up right, no, up left, sorry, and you want to press a C button. So something like this. Okay, okay. So let's do that, but let's do it better now. And let's actually dupe stuff over the moonsteer. It is a little bit difficult to get consistently because it's a one frame input, but there we go. As you can see, I have the fish equipped, but this rectangle around the fish is not actually there, but it's on the moonsteer. So now if I use the fish, I'm gonna have an empty bottle over the moonsteer's slot, and this fish is still there, so it has not been used, which means that it's been duped. So that's good for us. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you how to get past this big octo with just bombs and deco mask. But first, let's kill this guy because he is annoying. So what you want to do is that you want to use C up, put the tip of the clock almost like right about there. It's not very precise, but don't put it on the left side here because there is an invisible wall, and if you put it on the right side here, you will be swallowed by the big octo before landing on the platform. So somewhere in the middle should be good. What we want to do here is that we want Link to land on this platform. It doesn't matter if we get swallowed afterwards, because that means that we still got it. So that's our main objective. So after doing that, you want to slash until you are at the like very end of this platform here. Do a shield turn, put the bomb down, do another shield turn, and then once you jump, you want to, without holding anything, Link will jump on his own. So once you land there, immediately turn into Deku. It depends really on your position. Sometimes you will get swallowed up by the big octo before you manage to turn into Deku, but that doesn't really matter, as I'm gonna show you. So let's make a save state here. So if I stay here, I will be swallowed by the big octo. I want to void out, and that will bring me back here, and then you just do a spin there, get swallowed by the other one, he will push you in the other direction, and then bam, we made it here. Okay, so that was one way of doing it, and that is with bombs. There is another way that we do in glitchless speedruns. It is a little bit more tricky, actually a lot more tricky, but I'm gonna try to show it. It doesn't have a very consistent setup, at least not for me, but it doesn't hurt to show it. So you want to jump on this lily pad, and you have to keep looking at Link's right foot, and you want it to be approximately like over that opening in the leaf. So like right there. This probably will not work. I think I'm too much to the left here. Let me readjust. Maybe this is better. So, and then you turn the other way. You want to use B to see, or like B to go into first person. But looking at the tip of the clock, you want it to be at the very left side of this dark texture right here. So you put it on the left side of it, and you wait for the leaf or the lily pad to swing left. And as it's swinging left, when the tip of the clock lines up with the line between the two walls right here, so this line, once it lines up with that, you want to turn back into human and pause. So let's do that. And once you paused, you have to just hold up, unpause, and then roll. And hopefully you will make it up the platform. And as you saw there, I did terrible. That was very inconsistent, or like a bad setup. I'm gonna try again until I get it, and I will show you the whole thing. But there we go. That was my third attempt. I haven't done it the glitchless way in a very long time, so yeah, it is a little bit difficult, but it is absolutely doable with that setup. And now here's an easy way to get into Great Bay with bombs and Goron. Place a bomb kind of close to the wall, turn into Goron, and once the bomb starts flashing really quick, you want to do a ground pound and release everything. And that will give you a boost forward over the fence. And we can also use the same trick to go into Ikana, for example. But we're gonna need to do it twice, and it's a little bit more annoying, especially during daytime, because of these guys right here. But it's okay, you just need to wait patiently until they all explode. Put a bomb down here, turn into Goron, and then just time it right. Takes a little bit to get used to, but it's very easy. Put a bomb, turn into Goron, ground pound, and release. Okay, since we are here already, let me show you a way to get into this grotto using only Zora. For example, if you don't have Goron to break this this boulder right here. I deliberately made it nighttime because the enemies are less annoying. The chus are very annoying, so you have to be really quick to do the strat. It is definitely doable. I did it, and then I decided to remake the clip just to show you, like slowly. So you want to target this wall, okay? And then you want to go to the right until you are in this little corner here. So you do a few rolls until you see that you're not walking or moving left anymore. So you do a side hop, and then you want to go into first person, and then you want to set your the top of the clock like right about somewhere around here. and then you want to turn back, and then you want to hit the wall. And that's it. Hit it twice and you're in. Easy as that. And now, while we are in graveyard, it's better to be during daytime. I'll show you how to go into this grave with nothing. I'm gonna be using shield turns, but you can definitely do this without it. So you want to stand like right above here. The reason we want it to be daytime is because we don't want the skull kids to be, or the, what are they called? Skull children? To be here. So yeah, target that wall. Turn up left. Hold the target and then do a side hop right. And it is a little bit finicky, so don't worry if you don't get it first try. Yeah, there it is. And then once you are here, you can do whatever you want on that side. And then with a bomb jump, we can actually make it to this side. Just be careful that you have enough health. Don't touch anything. And the bomb will push you. So after you get up here, you stand like very close to where the bridge is destroyed. So like kind of around here, around this texture. And then you see up, and then you line your, or the top of the clock with the handle of that scythe or sword or whatever that is. And then you turn right, and then you side hop left. And then bam, you make it inside. Easy as that. And now, in case you don't have Sonata, and you still want to get inside this house, or Dampe's house, you can do something called a Weirdshot. Well, it's in the name, but it is quite weird how you do it. So what we're gonna do is that you want to get close here. You want to drop a bomb, and then after dropping the bomb, you want to quickly take out the hookshot so that it is in your hand. What you can do is that you can just press the hookshot, press shield, and then immediately followed by target. And that will quickly take out the hookshot without wasting any time. But the idea is that you want to take out the bomb, do that, and then once the bomb starts flashing quickly, you want to do a roll. And then you want to pause at the first frame of the explosion. You can pause buffer the entire process if you're not used to it, so that you can pause in the right frame. So now we want to proceed to the next frame. And then we want to hold left on the next frame. And then we want to use hookshot on the next frame. Okay, and now we want to advance one more frame. All these frames are while still holding target, as you can see on my input displayer. Okay, I messed up on that one. So we hold left here, advance one frame, hookshot, one more frame, and then now on this frame we release everything. So I release target and everything, and we unpause. And then bam, Link will go down underground. And that, if we do it right here, that will let us hookshot up to the chest. So let me try it again. And then just like that, we made it. And we're here. And you can just do the same setup from earlier to get into Dampe's house. And now I'm gonna show you a funny glitch that will let you get inside Snowhead Temple without having Goron Lullaby or Goron Mask. So what we need for this is we need an empty bottle, we need milk, and we need Zora Mask. So let me put them like right there, like this. I like to dupe my milk, so I'm gonna dupe it over fish because we might mess up, and it's always good to have it like that. So yeah, so what we want to do, get close, hookshot to it, and once it stops blowing you away, once you are close like this, take out the hookshot and press target, and then while you are still holding target, you want to drink the milk. And the reason I paused it there is because he will blow me away like that, so it's not good. Anyway, once you've done that, do not roll, do not do anything, only move with a stick. Do not roll, do not target, don't do anything. And don't press the hookshot button. Okay, so now, what we want to do is that we want to target, hold target, and then you want to take out the hookshot and start pausing immediately. And then move frame by frame. And on the first frame where the hookshot is in Link's right hand, so this frame, you want to equip Zora Mask over hookshot and then transform. And Link will do that little jump over there, and then you will notice that you cannot move. And the only way to move is by slashing. So this is an invincible state where we find ourselves in. So this means that we cannot get blown away by the breath of the big Goron. So you can basically just make it all the way up to the temple. You can just follow the normal route down there, or you can do something more funny, and you have to be careful here not to go into the loading zone. So come close to this part of the wall or the mountain, and then swing, and Link will start climbing. And yeah, you want to not use target because that will lock the camera and it will make this a lot more difficult. And just like that, we made it to this Snowhead Temple. Once we are here, we want to get rid of these guys. Okay, once they are dead, you can actually proceed into the temple without having Goron. What you're gonna do is that you want to destroy this icicle in the middle. Target this, shield turn right, hold target, back walk without letting go of target. Once you are inside, you can release target, and then you just need to roll forward, and bam, we are here. As easy as that. So a funny little kind of exploit, we can actually hookshot up to that torch by doing kind of a specific hookshot. So you see this dark texture right here. We want to stand roughly about here. There we go. And then we are up here. And this is, I'm gonna show you a trick that is actually kind of difficult to pull off, but if you don't have any means of getting up the temple, this will let you go up all the way to that platform over there. So what we need for this is that we need the milk stuff again, so let's dupe it. There we go. And then you want to stand roughly around here, do a backflip, and then interrupt it with shield. So that will put you in this specific position, and then you shield turn left, and then you want to take out your hookshot, interrupt it with milk, and then you want to hold ESS until Link stops moving. Once he stops moving, you want to hold target, and you want to approach the torch and stand like at the corner of the torch, and then you want to hold the hookshot button, and you start pause buffering until we see the red pointer of the hookshot, like that. And now we start holding down while still pause buffering. So once the cursor reaches the top of the torch right there, we want to pause buffer twice more. So we want the red thing to be 2 pause buffers above the torch. So 1, 2. And now we want to equip chus over the empty bottle. And as soon as we unpause, we want to release everything, and then shortly after we want to shield a chu, and that will send us flying backwards. And then once we are flying backwards, we want to keep looking at the left, and as soon as we see the bridge or the platform on the left, we start holding left on the analog stick. So if you look at my inputs, that's it, and you are up here now. And now I'm gonna show you 2 ways to get inside the boss room to skip the boss key. First is you want to turn into Goron, stand right here. You want to see up, that's 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles. And there we go. And another way of doing this is you can stand roughly around here and then see up to that texture, and then you want to take out the bomb, and once it starts, it is about to explode, you do a backflip, and you shield first and then immediately follow it by a backflip, so like that, and you keep on holding shield. And you release the stick, and that will push us back. And once we release the stick, we immediately hold it left as well. So there we go. That's it. And now I'm gonna show you how to get into Paris Fortress without the need for Zora mask. So we want to get onto this platform right here. We are gonna need hookshot, we're gonna need to dupe milk, and we're gonna need an empty bottle. So what we want to do is that you want to put the red cursor on the target and then drink milk. And then you want to, this time you want to actually shoot your hookshot at this target. And that will let you fly with the hookshot like this. So you just need to move over to the loading zone. I struggle to know exactly where the loading zone is, so I'm gonna make a save state. And then when you are above the loading zone, hopefully you can equip anything over hookshot, and that will make it so that you go down. And I had the wrong position. That should do it. Then we swim and we are inside of Pirate's Fortress. Easy. And now I'm gonna show you how to get into or do the BK skip for this temple. So what you want to do is that you want to get as close as possible to the torch and then back walk and then hold target. So that will make Link face the turtle. And then you want to take out a bomb and then drop it. And then transform into Zora, hold A, and walk slowly. And that will push you into this platform. So after clipping, you want to move close to the ledge. And then you want to hold B, line up the top right corner of Link's head with the line of the LED lights. And then as soon as you release B, you want to transform back into Link. And while facing this way, you take out a bomb. And once the bomb starts flashing really quick, you want to start pause buffering. And we want the frames where the bomb gets bigger. So, like this frame will work probably. So what we want to do is that we want, as soon as we unpause, we want to do shield, then do a backflip, and then release the stick. Or you can hold the stick forward, that works too, but do not hold it backwards after the backflip. Okay, here we go. That's it, you clip into the boss room. So here in Stone Tower, I want to actually show you something very funny. You know how there's this sunblock, right? So if you go to Southern Swamp, you can get some water. And then if you drop the water here, this happens for some reason. And now let me show you a way to invert Stone Tower without having elegy. So all you have to do is to come up here, line up Link's the top of his head with this white line here, and then you want to shield turn, and then you want to roll forward and interrupt it with shield, and then do it again. And then once you are up here, you want the top of Link's bow to be just below the dark texture over there. So, like that. And then you want to release the light arrow button while still holding Z or target, and hold up in the menu. And then as soon as you unpause, you want to roll. Then bam, we made it in. And now for the way to skip the boss key in this temple, all you have to do is to go up there. And then we want to go as far as possible on this side. And then we want to do 3 slashes, neutral slashes. 1, 2, 3. Turn right. Take out a bomb. And then backflip and release stick. And then that's it. We made it inside, and we just jumped down here, and we are at Twin Mold. And that will be it for this tutorial. Maybe if I can remember some other like useful strats, I will be making a part 2, maybe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, sub, and follow me on Twitch, maybe, at twitch.tv/wizardofaz. Thank you. Bye.